Then there arose in the United States a most beautiful woman, clothed in splendor, and great power was given to her. She was lovely of feature, but there was a hardness about her that defied description. Beautiful as she was yet cruel, wicked, and cunning. She dominated the land with her authority, and she had complete power over the people. The vision indicated that either such a woman would literally arise, or that this woman of the vision was merely a type of an organization, which is scripturally characterized as a female. Though the voice did not speak out and reveal who she was, he felt in his heart that this woman represented the rising Roman Catholic Church.
Listening to Perry Stone today, he was actually doing a Facebook Live video, and he titled the video the 1933 woman president prophecy. Okay, and this is a prophecy that came out by a Christian evangelist at the time named William Branham, and it came out back in, like I said, 1933. And I hadn't heard of this prophecy before, or anything like that, but I know several people did. And basically, and he's somebody that he's notorious for, coming through with several prophecies coming true that he's predicted that were going to happen, that the Lord guided him and directed him in. This one I felt was very interesting because he talks about there's going to come a time in the end times where a woman is going to rise to power in the United States. He believes that is going to be a possible female president or some female figure in the United States that will have a position of power, possibly vice president. I'm thinking president. Now, what he's saying is that this woman is going to be beautiful. She's going to be beautiful to look at, but cruel on the inside. Okay, cruel on the inside. Now, before this woman's going to take power, Branham also talked about, he predicted this. So, will the next president after Trump be a female? I don't know. I don't know how long this reprieve will be. I would think 8 years tops, and then this woman will rise to power, who I think would have to be a Democrat. I was listening on the news just today, and they were talking about, what's next for the Democratic Party? Who do they really have that could run in 2020 or 2024? Who would, be able to run? I mean, Hillary Clinton's going to be 74, and I don't think she's going to run again. I mean, what he said is that he saw a beautiful woman. What Perry Stone was saying is like, hey, I don't mean to be cruel, but Hillary, she's not the most beautiful woman in the world to look at. Just being honest. What Branham was envisioning was I think more of a younger woman who would be, love to look at her. She has, beautiful looks and everything like that, appearance-wise, but a cruel heart. But America would vote for her. Vote her in as president or some high position of power. I think president. I think this country will see a female president at some point after Donald Trump is done serving. But I don't believe it's going to be a good president. I believe that, according to Branham, and pretty much all of his prophecies have come true. You can research him for yourself. Just look him up. Look up William Branham. Just Google his name, and you'll find all of his prophecies that go back. It's just astonishing if you read some of them that have occurred. But there will be a woman, apparently, that is going to rise to power in the United States. I don't know who that's going to be.
William Branham, was a very prominent prophet a long time ago. I mean, we're talking like 80 years ago. He came out with many prophecies relating to the end times and times that we're living in today that ended up coming true. These are things that he prophesied as far as Hitler coming into power and destroying the Jews. Many others along the way. Stuff that didn't happen for maybe even 50, 60 years. after he originally prophesied. Okay, but he wrote all these prophecies down. Well, now as we're going down the line and we're living in the current time that we're living in right now, there was one in particular that caught my attention that I wanted to share with you guys, and it's just a possibility. Okay, so what I'm going to tell you, this isn't confirmed. He didn't give a name or anything like that. Okay, but he talked about a time coming in the United States where a woman would rise to power in the United States. Beautiful in nature to look at, okay, but with cruel and wicked intentions in her heart. Could that be Ivanka Trump? Now, before I get into that a little bit more, let me rewind a little bit. Let me go back to a little bit of the beginning of this prophecy here, because there's going to be some other things that go along with this, where he says before you see this happen, there's some other things that you're going to see taking place at the time. Now, one of them is driverless cars, okay? So let me get you to that, where he said this one vision appeared to him, that one in which there was a predicted to be a tremendous technological advancement, which we see now, right after the war. Well, what war could he be referring to? Coming war? That's what you have to wonder. Well, this was symbolized by an egg-shaped car with a plastic bubble roof going down beautiful highways, completely under perfect remote control. Okay, so driverless cars. There was no steering wheel in the car. No steering wheel, guys. And the occupants of the car appeared to be playing games while in the car. Okay, so that could be something like checkers or something on their phones or who knows. Okay, driverless cars, we know that they're in the works now. Now, they're not all over the road yet. A lot of them are being tested in different states right now. They haven't been rolled out nationwide as far as purchase goes. But they're on the verge. It's on the verge of happening. This prophecy alone, I mean, mind-boggling that he saw this come to pass, and we're right on the brink of this being something that's fully, implemented into our society now. Okay. Now, getting back to the woman rising to power. Then there arose in the United States a most beautiful woman, clothed in splendor, and great power was given to her. She was lovely of feature, but there was a hardness about her that defied description. Beautiful as she was yet cruel, wicked, and cunning. She dominated the land with her authority, and she had complete power over the people. The vision indicated that either such a woman would literally arise, or that this woman of the vision was merely a type of an organization, which is scripturally characterized as a female. Though the voice did not speak out and reveal who she was, he felt in his heart that this woman represented the rising Roman Catholic Church. And he inserted in parentheses beside it at the end of this vision, which he had written out, perhaps the Catholic Church. Now to conclude it, he said the voice bade him to look once more, as he turned and beheld a great explosion went across the entire land and left the land of America a smoldering, chaotic ruin. As far as the eye could see, there was nothing but craters, smoking piles of debris, and no humanity in sight. The vision then faded away. It's a lot to take in there. Going back to the woman rising to power, I have read several interpretations of this particular prophecy vision. Okay. Now, many people, when they saw this, they were almost 100% dead set on the fact that this was Hillary Clinton. Okay. Going back to the election, the 2016 election, woman president, we're talking about a female rising to power. Now, whether that was going to be a president or some other type of political figure, you got to think there has to be a position of power, so it's got to be something in the government somewhere. But it would for sure be Hillary Clinton. That wasn't the case. Now, many have argued, okay, well, the prophecy states the woman would be beautiful to look at. Now, look, first glance at Hillary Clinton, you can make things supplication. She's not the best looking woman in the world. Okay? She's older. She's almost 70 years old now.
Vision 6. There arose in the United States a most beautiful woman clothed in splendor and great power was given to her. The vision indicated that either such a woman would literally arise, or that this woman of the vision was merely a type of organization, which is scripturally characterized by a female. There's so much more. I'm going really fast through it. I don't have time. I believe what he saw in America. Vision 7, and I'm closing with this. The voice bade him look once more as he turned and beheld a great explosion, seemed to cover almost all the land of America, and left the land of America smoldering in chaotic ruin. As far as the eye could see, there was naught but craters and smoking piles of debris. And that was William Brannan's 7th vision in 1933. All 6 of them, I believe, have already taken place, except for number 7, and the Bible says that will happen.
Before the end time comes, there'll be a woman that'll be a great ruler in this nation. She'll either be president or something on that order, some great woman. And at that time, automobiles, just before the coming of the Lord, will be in the shape of an egg. Powerful woman, great woman. She'll either be president or it'll be a woman representing the Catholic Church, which I think it is. Will take over here someday, and she'll rule this country. This nation is a woman. Powerful woman, great woman. She'll either be president or it'll be a woman representing the Catholic Church, which I think it is. Will take over here someday.
I decided to make this video because I had 2 prophecy dreams about 2 years ago, and I really wanted to let everybody in on what I dreamt, so I'll get right to it. The first one was I was above the earth. I was in some kind of building, I don't know, and I was standing in front of a dome looking down at our planet Earth, and there was somebody with me on the right, but then all of a sudden they showed me a woman's black heels, her legs, and up to her mid-thigh she had a black skirt. I don't know how I knew she had a skirt on, I just knew. But then it showed me who it was, and I was immediately downloaded with the information that, oh my gosh, it's a woman. Nobody would ever expect a woman. A great evilness, and very, very evil. People would be surprised. They thought it would be a man, but it's not. It's a woman. So I wanted, that was it. That was what I was told. Very to the point.
Hello, my name is Mike Griffiths. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I want to talk about a dream I had in April 2009 about a woman, world leader, who was going to appear after Obama. And I will just read straight to you what I wrote down at the time. I was having a dream about the end time. A very evil world leader was going to appear after Obama on the world stage, who was a woman. The world in the future was very evil. Everyone seemed to be under a spell.